So today we are starting our trip through southeastern Utah and into Colorado. So it should be a lot of fun. We're here with Christina and Steve and Lucy and Ethan, and this should be a grand adventure. So today we're going to go as far as Green River, Utah, but we are starting here in close to Emery, Utah, and we're going to walk over to a Rochester Panel, which is a large outcropping of rock that has, a lot of petroglyphs. I'm not sure if they're pictographs or what, but we're going to see some cool stuff. So why don't we hike? It's about a half a mile, and let's go see what we can see.
Yay!
So we are here at the Rochester Panel, and there's some pretty cool stuff. Lucy's trying to fit in, but this is a really neat panel. Lots of stuff. I don't have a clue what all this stuff means.
Probably historians have. It looks like there's some more over here too.
Yep.
Well, over here.
I wonder if we've got some large rodents of unusual sizes, or some crocodiles, or some centipedes. I don't know. We've got a rainbow and all sorts of weird looking dudes. Our next stop is someplace that we've been to many times before, Arches National Park. So we are here in Arches National Park, and this is the windows area, and this is really good because there are a lot of arches that you can walk to fairly closely. It's like turret arch, north window, south window, and just gonna have a good time today. And let's look up here. You can see a big arch. I think this one is the south window, or maybe it's the north window. I think the south goes around from the other side. Anyway, gonna have a good day here in Arches. So we're sitting here on the south window, and there is Christina, Steve, Lucy, and Ethan. And you can see they have got this huge arch above them. It's a beautiful place.
So our next stop was someplace we had never been before, the Four Corners Monument. This unique location is the only spot in the United States where 4 states come together in one place: Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona.
Being 4 states at once.
I'm being in Utah.
Okay, well.
I already called it. No, I want to go to Utah.
Okay, go, you guys. It's okay, thank you.
Okay. You can be Arizona. Okay.
So this is the Four Corners Monument, and it is not a U.S. national monument. It's on Navajo tribal land, and you've got the marker right there in the middle, and then you have all these places around the edge where they can have vendors, a lot of jewelry, t-shirts, stuff like that. And then out back they had some food trucks, and it is very obvious that this is not a U.S. national monument. All the trinkets are not cheap. The food is meh. Anyway, I'm glad we came. Glad it's done. And in spite of the historical significance and the geographical significance, I'm not that worried about coming back. Hi there, we're on another day of our vacation. Where are we at today, Ethan?
Mesa Verde National Park.
We are. And Lucy, what are we going to do right now?
We're going to see some cliff dwellings.
Yeah, we're waiting in line. We've got a tour at in a little while, and we're going to go see the Cliff Palace. And hopefully this is pretty neat. What do you guys think you're going to see?
Cliffs.
Cliffs and
Houses.
Houses, cliff dwellings.
And paintings and such.
Yeah.
So we are here at the Kiva. So Kiva is a Hopi word. Hopi are one of the 27 associated tribes and pueblos to Mesa Verde. Kivas are still used today by all sorts of people, and they would have been a religious space, a spiritual place, would have been a good gathering spot. There are all sorts of reasons that people use Kivas.
So today we are going to ride the train from Durango, Colorado to Silverton, Colorado.
It's a steam engine.
It's a steam engine. It's a narrow gauge railroad, and so that means that the tracks are not as wide as other trains. And I think the train that it takes about 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours to get up to Silverton from Durango, and we go 45 miles and climb just about 3,000 feet in elevation over that time. So
It'll be pretty.
and we go up, follow the Animas River for a lot of the trip. So I think today is going to be a fun time.
Yeah, we're just waiting for our group.
Yeah, that's not uncommon.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay, let's go stand in line. I can't wait to get going.
Yeah.
Now, a couple things to note about this car in particular. Let's make sure we are keeping all hands, arms, cameras, and cell phones inside the train at all times. There are a lot of close clearances along our route today, guys, as close to 8 inches between the train and rocks, trees, and bushes.
Oh yeah, here. This is the money shot right here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Here we are. We're coming into Silverton now.
So we are here in Silverton, Colorado. A little tiny tourist town, way up high, over 9,000 feet, surrounded by the San Juan Mountains. That's probably the most distinctive thing about the place. As far as the town goes, just a little tourist town. Not much to it other than trinkets and souvenirs. Probably as big thing as the mountains, and it's the end of the line for the train that we rode on. When we arrived in Silverton, we ate lunch at the Lacey Rose Saloon, and then we rode the bus back to Durango. So where are we today?
Wolf Creek Pass.
Way up on the Great Divide.
Yep. And where did we just come from?
Pagosa Springs.
Yeah. We're going to be really careful going down the mountain, aren't we? Okay. Well, what'd you think of the drive up here so far?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
Let's take a look out here. Not too bad, huh?
Yeah.
Nope.
So we are here at Great Sand Dunes National Park, and unfortunately we have a storm rolling in, and a couple of minutes ago the ranger came and said lightning.
That's right. So we're just going to try out the sand a little bit, but we're not going to hike.
Yeah, we're not going to go hiking up on these massive sand dunes. Somewhere along this ridge of sand dunes is the tallest sand dune in North America. Like, I don't know, I think they said 736 feet.
Something like that.
So, you know, that would be a pretty good hike. But if there's lightning in the area, this may not be the best time to be out there. Okay, so one of the things that we learned in the visitor center is that a lot of this sand contains magnetite. And so Steve's been playing around with his little fridge magnet.
And you'd think that this whole pad is all one magnet, but it's not. You can see as you spread it out, and tap it, it forms into lines. So it's just a bunch of strips in underneath it.
But this just shows us that the sand is magnetic.
It is magnetic.
Pretty cool.
So our route north took us along the $1 Million Highway, a breathtaking 25-mile stretch of U.S. Route 550 connecting Silverton and Ouray. It's famous for steep drop-offs and lack of guardrails. It reaches over 11,000 feet of elevation at Red Mountain Pass and is often considered the most dangerous road in America.
And now we make a stop at the second national park that we had not previously visited, Black Canyon of the Gunnison. So we are here at the Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, and this is our fourth Colorado National Park. So we've been to Rocky Mountain, Mesa Verde, Great Sand Dunes, and now Black Canyon of the Gunnison. And we're sitting here at the Visitor Center on the South Rim, and we're going to walk down to this point. I think it's Gunnison Point right here, and take a look down into the inner canyon. But this is like the narrowest, deepest canyon in the country, so it's a pretty unique environment. So we're looking down into the bottom of the canyon, and that is the Gunnison River about 2,000 feet below us. And you've got a lot of different rock formations. Some of it is really old Precambrian metamorphic rock, and then you've got these intrusions of different igneous layers. And also in some of the parts of the park, we also have some volcanic activity, so you can see some actual basalt from the magma. But here on the South Rim, a year ago they had a fire, and it was closed down for a long time, and they're open now. But yeah, it's amazing how diverse the landscape is here. So if you were trying to protect this visitor center. And there's the visitor center. And the fire a year ago came right to here. You might be just a little bit worried. So today we are at Dinosaur National Monument. We're just outside Vernal, Utah, and it's really close to the border between Utah and Colorado. And so this should be a pretty cool science discovery place to look at the fossils and see what we can learn about this area and the dinosaurs that were here millions of years ago. So from the visitor center, we have to go up to the quarry. And they have a tram system that runs every 15 minutes. They do have some parking up there, but they like to keep it for special people like special needs, limited mobility, or other things. So I think we'll just hop on the tram and head up to the quarry so we can check that out. So we are here in the quarry, and you can see behind us this large panel where they've had a lot of dinosaur bones discovered. And according to the information here, this is where a large river flowed, and a lot of the dinosaur bones were deposited in here, and that's why you see them here. But we've got this large panel that stretches the entire length of this room, and it is just covered in dinosaur bones. Very cool, very unique. So Ethan, what do you think about this place?
The dinosaur bones are so cool. How can dinosaurs be so big?
I don't know, but
They're so big.
and we've seen some really big bones here, don't we?
Yeah. They're ginormous. Imagine if these were alive today.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. They'd be stomping on us.
Yeah.
So Lucy, what do we have here?
We have a young Camarasaurus right here. These were the most prevalent dinosaurs in the Mesozoic period, I think. At least in this area. And this one is a young one, but like a juvenile. But the adults get much larger. Yeah.
Pretty interesting, huh?
It is. It's really cool. And this is in Dinosaur National Park Monument.
Yeah. And lastly, while we were in Vernal, Steve took advantage of the night sky, which is really nice there, and Lucy and Ethan went out with him, and they took some awesome night photography shots. Well, that was a whirlwind tour, wasn't it?
It really was.
But it was a lot of fun.
It was. My favorite,
Yeah?
it was the Durango to Silverton train.
Yeah. I think that was probably the best. Mm-hmm. But we really enjoyed going to places that we had never been to before.
And I really liked Pagosa Springs.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was all good.
Yeah, all good. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and we'll see y'all on the road.